guys.
Morning.
Morning.
Put this on. Is there a clip? Okay, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna hold it. So, can we go to my slides, please, Thomas? All right. So, my theme for today is set goals and gain direction. So, this is one of my favorite quotes, and it actually reminded me of something that I learned a long time ago. But in Buddhism, monks, they describe your mind as a monkey that had a little bit too much to drink, right? So imagine that, right? A monkey that's drunk. So what is it doing? It's maybe constantly spinning around, right? Restless, intoxicated, and just completely out of control. And this is how a lot of people kind of just live their lives. As the kids say these days, right? There are a lot of NPCs walking around in these streets. So a lot of people are just living their lives mindlessly. So we doom scroll on our phones on social media, and before you know it, an hour has passed. Or I don't know if this ever happened to you guys, but let's say you're like going home from work and you planned on like stopping by the supermarket to grab something, and again, before you know it, you're home and you never even went to the store, right? So that's why we have to learn how to be really mindful of our actions and our thoughts, or life is going to take control of us instead. When we're focused on, for example, when we're focused on looking for something, right? Let's say you lose an earring or your phone or something, what are you doing? You're retracing your steps, you're looking under pillows, looking under bed sheets, and so you know what to do when you lose something and how you're gonna find it. So what can we do to help us grow and focus on our business? Number one is having a schedule. So the difference between a part-timer and a spare timer is that a part-timer has a schedule, and a spare timer just works whenever they want to, right? It's easy to work when you have to work, but it's hard to work when you don't have to work. Because let's say you have a job that's paying your bills already, right? So you have to intentionally schedule time into your day to focus on Primerica related things, activity, if you want to grow this business. And of course, if you're full-time, you definitely need a schedule, right? So there's an audio on SoundCloud called so block scheduling. Let me go over block scheduling really quickly. So what is this? This is what Xander talked a little bit about earlier, right? But it's allocating time specifically for a certain activity. And so the SoundCloud is called Recruit by Day and Sell by Night by Art Williams. Highly recommend it. It's great audio, but this is how I have my day sorted as well. Right in the morning, I'm going to be making outbound calls for recruits. Middle of the day, I'm having work sessions and orientations, and then the evening and on weekends, it's just income producing activity. It was really, in the beginning of my career, it was really hard for me to focus on income producing activity and setting appointments. And I learned that for me, whenever I write something down or put something on my schedule, it makes it a lot easier for me to focus. So I thought to myself, okay, why don't I just literally write income producing activity in the evenings every single day, even if I don't have an appointment. And that has really helped us be a lot more consistent, and that's why our team has been writing over 10K consistently every single month, right? And really our team has been focusing on also growing specifically on the attendance and licensing side, because Shaq always tells us, if you can do what is hard, if you do what most people can't do, such as and the hard things is building an attendance and building your licensing, you're going to build a really big business here. And what makes it fun is competing, right? You gotta compete for everything. They say that, again, this business, really forces you to look in the mirror and learn. You don't just learn a lot about other people, but you learn a lot about yourself. And I know that for me, I'm very competitive, and a lot of my teammates are very competitive as well. And we've been competing for this trip, like Samir was talking about. And in the beginning of the month, Shaq was going through some of our numbers, and basically before this year, my recruit to licensing ratio was something like 13%. I'm like cringe when he was talking about the numbers. But in the last 3 months, we recruited 33 people and got 16 people licensed.
Yeah, come on.
That's 48, almost 50% licensing ratio. And thank you. Give it up to Sushil again, right? Although he's gotten 15 since July, he's gotten 12 in the last 3 months. So sometimes it really just takes one recruit to really shake things up in your organization, right? And of course, we're just starting. We're not where we want to be, but at least we're moving in the right direction. So thank you, guys.